Something very fishy is going on inside of the palace of Ile-Ife, because all of a sudden we can't see anywhere anyhow that the Ile-Ife kingdom is going to be as silent as it is right now. We can't even think of anything at all. But look at what is happening. Look at what is happening. It is now looking like as if Ooni himself too doesn't know what is happening. Ooni too doesn't know, if not because they have to tell him. Ooni doesn't know what is going on. Ooni doesn't know what is playing on inside of the palace of Ile-Ife. How can you be your own king and you cannot even picture what is going on inside your palace? It's the most wrong thing now. It is very wrong, of course, but at least Ooni has a specific reason, because he's always busy with all of this thing that is happening, always thinking of what he can do to make the palace a better place. That is fine. But this Oloris, what are your schemes against Queen Naomi? What are your plans against Queen Naomi? Because it is already getting to the point whereas they are planning on doing anything at all to make sure Queen Naomi leaves that palace. So guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on when and where you are actually watching us from. This is Royal Updates TV, where we bring you top gist from the entertainment industry and also from the Ooni of Ife Palace. Now, on a very normal note, on a very serious note, there has been some fishy things that have been going on in the palace. And it is looking like as if these Oloris are so involved in all of it. These Oloris know what is happening, but when it reaches that question and answer time, nobody answers. Nobody even knows what they're talking about when it reaches question and answer. Nobody knows, because if you cast one, there's going to be problem for the others. There is going to be problem for the other ones. So how is it going to be? How is it going to play out right now? Because it is reaching that point whereas Ooni himself too, he has to make that decision. Whether he's going to make it out with these Oloris or not. Ooni has to make decisions for himself. Whether these Oloris are planning something big so he can stop it, because we are not willing to see Queen Naomi go down. And if Queen Naomi goes down, all of the Oloris will follow. Every single one of the Oloris will follow. Nobody is willing to hear, I was not there, I did not do this, I did not do that. Nobody is willing to hear any of it at all. So if I thought these Oloris are busy planning against Queen Naomi, they should think back to what will happen to them. They should go back and think like, oh, this is what will happen. Oh, how will I be able to stop it? That is what they should be thinking right now. Anything apart from that, they should stop. Anything apart from that, they should not even think about it at all. They should not even go there, because that should be the last thing Ooni will let them do. If they are planning on finding a way to send out Queen Naomi, Ooni needs to remind them that Queen Naomi is no more sendable outside of the palace of Ile-Ife. That should even be the last thing that will happen. That should be the last thing that will happen in the palace. For Ooni to send Queen Naomi out. No, now, it's not possible. But of course, this Olori still, they are trying everything that they can do. Every single piece they can join together to make sure that the palace is not even stable for Queen Naomi. And Ooni needs to notice this as soon as possible. Let him not give this Olori space to do anything. Let him not even give them space to even think. Let him not even give them that chance. Let him not give them that allowance. Because that is when the whole trouble will start. That is when the whole trouble will start from the beginning. So if at all he's still planning on saying the Oloris are his Oloris, so he has to fulfill their needs, then he should think again. He should definitely think again, because that is the beginning of all of these things that will happen to him. That is the beginning of every single disaster that is going to happen. It's going to be the beginning, because everybody is planning and wishing that Queen Naomi is not in the palace. I'm sure 90% of these Oloris never wanted Queen Naomi in. Instead of how many percent? Just 10%. Inside a whole 6 Olori. Like only one person is happy for her return. Only one person is happy to see her. Just imagine that. And Ooni himself will still keep on trying to make it possible for Queen Naomi to stay in the palace. He will try and make it as simple as possible for her. Whether the Oloris like it or not. Whether they are in whether they are in conjunction or not. OONI is not even willing to hear anything at all. So guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to drop your comment down at the comment